Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Connie. And before anyone says anything dirty in my comments, bitch, this is milk of magnesia, okay? Get your minds out of the gutter. This is milk of magnesia. You'll learn like more about it. If you're curious and like why I'm putting milk of magnesia on my face, that will be in my next video that's dropping Thursday, where I show you guys my primer Holy Trinity. Because bitch, when I tell you I have perfected the summer foundation routine, whether you have dry skin like me, oily skin, or a combination of the two, this combination of primers and the way I do my complexion during the summer, like, it will not fail you. You need to be out 8 hours more, bitch, I got you. So make sure you turn on your notifications so you see that video dropping on Thursday, because that's going to be my next video. But in this video, it's just going to be a chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm going to a day outing, watching some UFC fights, playing some beer pong, all that jazz. But I basically wanted to tell you guys what's going on with my life and where my channel is going to be going in the future, and basically just what I've been going through. And I want to know what you guys have been going through. Tell me down below. Are you enjoying your summer? Let me know. What are you doing? Give me ideas, because I need to leave my house. I was just so happy I had somewhere to go when I did this makeup look, because most of the time I just do my makeup looks and then just take them off because I don't leave my house. But I did today, and I was very happy with how this makeup turned out and how it lasted all night. I do include the eye look in this video, but I'm not gonna, it's nothing like special. You guys can, it's not a big deal. I use the Gemini palette for it. But yeah, just keep watching, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video. All right, now I'm about to get into my eyes. This is the color story I'm working with. And I'm going to be using the Gemini palette. And the shades I'm using are Lorelei, Polka Dot, Gemini, Luna, and Mochi. So these colors right there. So I already have my primers on, the Milk of Magnesia, which you saw me apply, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer on my nose, and then to set that I have the Urban Decay Pressed Waterproof All-Nighter powder. So now I'm just going to do my face. I'm not going to be talking about what I'm doing because first off you can see, and then I'm using the same products that I normally do, but if you are curious on what I'm using, they will be listed down below in the description box. Per usual. I mean, I should stop saying per usual because most of the time I forget, but they're going to be down there, I promise. All right, so let's just talk about life. Let's do a little just chat about life. Adelaide has been officially diagnosed with autism. On a scale, they used a scale like 1 through 3. She is moderately autistic, but apparently more like toward 3 is the highest, toward like the 3 more than she is closer to the 1, which is, you know, it is what it is. But what was concerning was that the people that did her analysis was basically saying we need to have, by the time she's 15, we need to have some sort of guardianship set up for her, just in case something happens to Jeff and I. And that scared the shit out of me because that usually means like the child is never going to be able to function normal enough to be able to take care of themselves 100% fully. And, you know, we'll need some sort of, you know, watching over on some level, and that scared me. So my first cousin has Down syndrome, and of course he has a guardianship set in place for him. So I'm just, I know what it's like, you know, I don't know what it's like, you know, personally, but because, you know, he's older than me and I've watched how he's grown, and, you know, basically is still the same, you know, person. He's just older, but his personality is still that of a child. I'm just worried about my kid. That's all. I'm just worried about my kid because aside from her grandparents on my husband's side, I can't think of anyone that I would trust my kid with if something were to happen to me. So, and then the fact that they basically are telling me like my kid is never going to function properly enough to, you know, take care of herself. That's scary, especially in the world we live in today. Like, I can't even imagine. Okay, I don't even like talking about it. Even gives me anxiety because it's like, you know, given, you know, what I do for a living, because I do work with not so great people, the not so great people of this world. Like, I just think of like the possibility of her getting taken advantage of by, you know, these not so great people, and I'll be dead and gone, and because she doesn't communicate well, you know, no one would know until like it gets drastic enough to where physical things would start happening. But it's just like, she's 5. So I was talking to Jeff, and Jeff was like, how would they even know that? She's 5. She's 5. They're basing it off of this at 5 years old. And I was like, you're right. You're right. Let me not let my creepy little mind go there, because I could be a horror movie writer, and not like the kind of horror movies that you're like, oh, that's just so out of reality. Like, I could write some horror to put fear into the masses with what goes on in my brain. So, and then of course what I've, you know, witnessed through my occupation. But so that's what I'm going through right now. And then that's kind of bringing a little bit of resentment, because I'm like, why do you have to be this way? Which I'm not ashamed to say that, because I'm sure it's a natural thought. I can't be the only parent that finds out they have a special needs child, and then they, you know, start feeling, they have a mixture of feelings, because I have a mixture. I would never want my child to be anyone else other than who she is. But in that same breath, I can honestly say I am upset that this is that this is going to be her life, and in turn this is going to be my life, because we all have that. When we have children, I would like to think the majority of adults that choose to have children, it never really crosses their mind heavily that they're going to have a special needs child, unless like when they're doing an ultrasound you can physically see that they're going to have like a special need or genetically predisposed to have a special need. Like, autism is one of those things you can't really tell in utero, and I'm just going through a lot of emotions. So I'm back in therapy for that, because I need to be focused so I can be the best mother I can possibly be for my kid, because she doesn't experience the world the same way the neurotypical child does. So I need to adapt in order to aid her. That's my job as her mother. So that's what I'm going to do, because if at the end of the day I get shit done, okay? So she's going to be all right. It's just going to be a process. I'm going to have to learn things. Jeff's going to have to learn things. My biggest thing is patience. I'm a talker. I mean, obviously, I sit in my room and talk to a camera. I like talking. So, and my kid is not, like this last weekend, she went 2 days being nonverbal. It was so frustrating, because I know she could talk, because she's done it before. But she was just like, it was like she reverted. She like regressed a couple of steps, and she was just doing, and she would not talk. It was, So that's where I'm at right now. So as a mother, I'm gonna get done what needs to get done. I'm just gonna make sure I have to have a some strong reins on my emotions, because this is going to be a journey for the rest of my life, for the rest of my kid's life. And I have to remember, it's not about me. I'm fucking 30. How old am I? 37? I'm 37. Like, she's just beginning her life. I know how to adapt to things. I need to teach her how to do the same thing. So that's where we're at. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. So of course I've been doing research, and from her assessment, they being the doctor, said that she needs ABA, she needs feeding therapy, speech therapy, obviously, which she's already in, occupational therapy, and I think there was one other thing. I can't remember. It's all written out on a sheet. But I had to look up what feeding therapy meant, because I had no idea what that was. But it turns out, after doing some research, that people with autism, depending on where you are on the scale, have a tendency to cause themselves to choke, because their mouth muscles, I guess you would say, are not toned. So having autism, once again, on a certain part of the scale, lowers your muscle tone. And lady has poor muscle tone in her legs. She's in physical therapy because her ankles go in, which I'm pretty sure is genetic, because I have the same thing. I am very, very pigeon-toed to the point where my knees go in like this. Like, I need surgery, but I'm waiting until I can no longer walk, because it's going to be a major surgery. But you know, times are different. Back in the 80s, no one knew what, you know, they put casts on my feet and then said she'll be fine, which I wasn't, but, you know, whatever. We live in a different age now. Science has grown leaps and bounds, and knowledge about certain things is more accessible. So she has poor muscle tone, and so when she was smaller, she would choke. I don't want to say actually choke. She wasn't like a universal sign of choking, but she would gag a lot, because she either just put too much food in her mouth, which you would think is one of those things that every kid does that, right? Every kid stuffs their mouth if they like something, but apparently it's something that autistic kids, it's one of those signs that something's going on. So, and she does it to this day. She still overfills her mouth. And then she has texture things too. She won't eat certain things because of the texture. So feeding therapy is supposed to help with all of that and help her to eat different foods and also to not gag herself as much. So I learned that. ABA is like behavioral, like applied behavioral something. I can't remember. But, you know, that's a given because autism is a behavioral thing. My aunt told me I should get some cognitive work done on her, but she said since she's not like communication, it's hard to do like a cognitive test on an autistic person that where being verbal is not their strong suit, because of course all the cognitive tests on someone who's younger, some of them are, you know, you have to speak to people and stuff like that, and so I'm not that's not high on my priority list at the moment. But my aunt is a psychologist, by the way. She works in education. But she said that's something I probably want to keep in mind as she gets older. But yeah, so I am getting ready for a whirlwind of a life for the rest of my life. Mainly because I know how shitty people are, especially when it comes to people with disabilities, and autism is not one of those disabilities that is, you know, you can tell right off the bat, because there's people who are adults that are just now being diagnosed with autism. They've had it all their life, but because, you know, no one saw anything physically wrong with them, they were just a little quirky, nothing was done to help them get through life easier, to make their life as, you know, tolerable as possible. So I need to go back to therapy. Like I said, I need to make sure my mental state is where it needs to be, because I have to be my daughter's advocate. So does Jeff, you know. But I'm one of those people that I don't give a fuck. Like, you say something to my kid, like, don't expect me to try to be polite and all that jazz and try to make you feel comfortable about you doing something wrong. That's not me. I'm gonna tell you. I literally, if I don't know a number on my phone, I will text, who the fuck are you? That's what, you know, that's me. Call it rude. I don't care. Call it rude. I'm not scared of confrontation. Let's just say that. So, and I know, like I said, I know how shitty people are from experience because of what I do in life, and of course from my own childhood, because I've always been a quirky kid. But, yeah, so I'm just gearing up to be one of those moms that advocates for her child and has to put someone, you know, make sure they know what it is. So I guess use the whole make my whole mantra, fuck around and find out. That's going to be my new mantra when it comes to my kid, because you know. All right, going in with foundation now. I'm doing a very light beat because this is like a day event. So yeah, I'm trying to get everything done, but then it's more like a hurry up and wait thing. Oh, I didn't even tell you. And the people that did her assessment were like, you might qualify for SSI because of how high she is on the scale. So make sure you do that. And I'm just like, what? Really? So if you don't know what SSI is, it's basically Social Security, and it's a federal program that subsidizes your income if you have a family member that is disabled to the point where they're not going to be able to work and financially take care of themselves, and you know they're gonna, a lot of your finances, if they're a child, are going to go toward them and the things that they need. So lucky for me, I have insurance. However, just in case something comes up where the insurance doesn't want to pay for things, like, don't even get me started. Like, you guys know I just had this, I had my hysterectomy, and like, I'm not even gonna start. Just, it's not, oh, it's not, the journey is never, oh, you had surgery, you can't work, okay, here's your compensation, here's your long-term disability. That is not, or I should say, that is rarely the case of how those things turn out. So, Jeff and I have, we filled out the whole, application to get an appointment to get an application. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense to me. You have to set up an appointment to get you have to set up an appointment to get an application to apply for SSI. It's so convoluted. Whatever. I don't know. Either way, we're on the waiting list. Also, she's on the waiting list for all of the therapies that were recommended. And that's another thing, like being on a waiting list, like I hate that. Like just like there's not enough what do I want to say? There's not enough places around where I live where I shouldn't say places. There's not enough people that do the whole behavioral science thing, or even like, you know, helping people with mental issues. You know, like if you have really bad depression and stuff. Like where I live, that's not... I live in the suburbs of Michigan, right? And I'm originally from Chicago. Yes, I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. But this is like suburbia. Like there's a farm down the street from my house, kind of suburbia. Like I'm in like rural suburbia. So finding places that have everything that she needs all in one place. They're not near. The closest one is Midland, which is like a 35-minute drive on a good day. And there's a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but there's like 5 places around us, but none of them have everything that she needs. In Midland, they have everything that she needs. So, of course, I got her set up with that. Do you see how matte my skin is? It's looking so good. I'm just using my little DIY foundation. It's light coverage, which is what I want for today. So that's where I am. There's going to be some changes, okay? And I'm really focused on... I had to drop out of D&D because I've missed too many sessions. Mostly because of my whole surgery thing, and prior to that I was like in pain to the point where I didn't even want to, you know, play because it was sitting for too long. But now that I'm not in pain anymore, now it's, my reasoning is like I have to spend more time with my kid. Like it's not what she's got going on. It's not going to go away. It's not one of the things she's going to grow out of. Okay. So I need to spend as much time with her as possible, make sure she has emotional support, and make sure I show her things, you know, and work with her on things so she doesn't, you know, regress or, you know, just stop, you know, because she gets frustrated. So that's where we're at. I'm also looking for, not really actively. This all happened last week. Like we just got her assessment results last week. So everything that I'm telling you, the experience I have so far is literally 5 days worth. But I'm going to be looking for, you know, other moms that have autistic children and how their family life goes, because in my family life, I have a type A personality. I am very bossy, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I mean, it's hard for me to let things go, let someone else handle things, a majority of the time. So, but this is not something that I can do on my own. It's something that requires collaboration with other individuals, you know, not just my husband, but like, you know, all of her, you know, providers and stuff like that. So I have to remember these things. Like, it seems like, Connie, come on now, like this is nothing mind-blowing or whatever. Like, you're not, but like for me, letting go is difficult, especially when it comes to my kid. Using the Jaclyn Hill, which is looking for a brush. So, like, you know, it's not all hee hee ha ha for me, like, oh, it'll be okay. No, I need to know everything, every step of the way. You will tell me how she is progressing, define progressing. What are the goals she needs to meet, you know, and how are you going to help her meet them? What do I need to do in order to help her meet them? Like, I'm that parent. So It's going to be stressful, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And I also just got switched. I got my position switched where I work. So it's still at the same place. It's just in a different building. And I would like to think it's going to be a little bit less stressful than what I'm used to. But we'll see. You know? We will see. I don't know. Maybe it's like something, I don't know. Obviously, I believe it. Well, I shouldn't say obviously, but I believe in God. I don't believe in the whole, organized religion God. I guess I should say I'm more spiritual, but something is looking out for me because like the same week all this happened, last week was the same week I found out I was switching to a new building, and in my mind that was great. It was great because the new place, the new area where I'm working, seems to not be quite so stressful, you know? So yeah, where's my triangle pad? I'm going in with my ABH powder. Just a little, because my face is just, you know, matte. It's matte. So I'm just going in with a little bit to set my, under my eyes, mostly, and then my entire face, because you guys know I double set. So what's going on with you? Tell me what you think about Instagram coming out with threads. And I shouldn't say Instagram, it's Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, if he still owns Facebook, which I'm pretty sure he does, right? Coming out with like a Twitter dupe. I think I have a Twitter account, but I'm never on Twitter. So I did set up a Threads account today. And I don't know. It seems just like Instagram, but with pictures, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't see anything life-changing on there yet, but I think it just dropped on Friday, so maybe we'll see. We'll see what it brings. I also watched the first 5 episodes of season 3 of The Witcher. Good. Make sure you watch it. I am so upset that Henry Cavill is not going to be in season 4 because I am not watching it. Like Henry Cavill, like the whole, it's not him, but it's like, well, it is him. It's partly him, but him, like the chemistry with all of the characters together, they just act well together. And he just looks like he started Geralt. So he is Geralt. You know what I mean? Like you can't replace an actor like midway through a season just because of some executive bullshit. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm not gonna watch. I'm sure there's going to be, you know, enough people watching where, you know, the Netflix is not gonna have to worry about like losing too much money, but me personally, I'm not watching. I'll read the books. I'm running so behind. I was supposed to be there by 3. It's like 3:50 something. But the fights, I'm going to a UFC party. So the fights don't start until 5. I know. Who would have thought me? Like, or you guys don't know me, obviously. Like, I'm just a chick on your phone or on your computer or on your TV, right? But I like UFC. I don't know much about it, but I like, this is going to sound so bad, but I like the violence of it. Like, I'm sure I'm not the only one who wishes their job was just to pummel. Because there are some days where I just want to hit something, but I never do because I don't want to break my hand because there's a specific way to, like, fight or whatever. But that's why I like UFC. And I liked wrestling before, but then I got over it because it was so scripted. I'm pretty sure UFC's not scripted yet. You know, I don't think it ever will be because it seems pretty authentic. But yeah, that's where I'm going. And they have chicken wings. I'm so excited. I got a text from my friend like I'm going to his house, and I got a text from him saying, I got you blue cheese. Like, he was the one that, like, I didn't even know he had my, like actual phone number. Because a lot of the people that I associate through Messenger, because it's just so hard to, like, get everyone's phone number and keep it in your phone and stuff like that. Like, I'm over that. I don't do that. I just find people on Messenger and add them and then communicate that way, like 99.9% of the time. But he had my phone number, and I was just like, who is this? He's like, oh, it's me. I was like, oh, since when do you have my number? He's like, fuck, I don't know. It's just on my phone. So, anyway, so that's where I'm going. And it's going to be fun. Here I said I was going to do something light, and I'm still doing my makeup. It's light coverage. I'm just putting light layers on, but it's a lot of products. I'm using the Glam Goth Beauty Dark Renaissance palette. Do you see this? This is Morbid Lisa. The worst she's going to say is no. I am going to message Marley and ask her if she is going to be coming out with singles for her most used contours, because Morbid Lisa is a perfect contour if you are light medium, if you are medium, because obviously I'm tan right now. Like, it's great. It's great. It's the perfect cool tone. It's not too gray. I don't suggest it if you have pink undertones, but or if you're super light, because then it's just going to look like mud. But if you have some warmth to your skin and you are a light medium to medium skin tone, Morbid Lisa is so good. It's so good. It's so good. Not sponsored, even though I wish. I would love to know Marley in real life. Like, she seems like such a cool ass bitch. She looks like she's got her life together, like she knows what she's doing. I mean, a lot of people on social media do, but she's just authentically herself, and that's what I love about her. She's just authentic, and she doesn't give a fuck about what you think about it, you know? And I strive to be that way every day of my life. Just be authentically myself, even though sometimes it's really hard, especially when you are in, you know, situations where you have to be a certain way to people in order to, you know, communicate with them or get them to listen to you. You have to speak a certain way or look a certain way, which is unfortunate, but that's just the world we live in. But yeah, I love Marley. I love Marley. So I'm just going to message her on one of her social media apps, ask her what needs to happen in order for her to drop singles for her most used contours, because I'm just interested in Morbid Lisa. I need some more Morbid Lisa, and this palette is $50. I'm not about to drop another $50 just for one shade. Like, I like it, but I'm not made of money. To edit a nose, I always put it down too low when I do my nose contour. It's supposed to be like at the top right here, and I always bring it down too low. Probably because I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just some weird lady that creates YouTube content. Just some weird lady. I'm just some weird lady. Anyway, getting back to life, I am trying my best to keep up with my YouTube channel. It's hard because, like I said, I'm back at work. I'm trying to be a good mom to my kid. And then, of course, I'm married, so I have to, you know, spend time with my husband, too, because he has emotional needs as well. So I'm trying to do my best. So to all of you that are still subscribed, thank you. I haven't looked at my subscriber count for I think 2 weeks. I looked at it recently. I think I was at 683, which I'm super excited, because that's a lot of people. I mean, it's not like a lot of people, but there's a lot of people with me. Shit. So I'm grateful for each and every one of you, because it's great. Like, you know, it's great. I like people, you know. I like people and I don't like people. I don't know. I like people that like the same things I do. I think that's natural for all of us. So like we fuck with people that fuck with the same things we do. So I am going to be using the yellow out of this palette too as a blush. It's Daddy Vinci. Right here. Daddy Vinci. Oh, Daddy. Daddy Vinci mixed with Florence. And that's what I'm using as my blush. Very lightly because this shit is pigmented. This shit is pigmented. It's just going to give me like a nice little bronzy moment. Bronzy. And then I'm going to go in with Sinister Chapel and just bronze up. Bronze up, bronze up, bronze up. Bronze up. Bronze up. Just like that. DIY Fix Plus. Alright, so while that dries, I'm going to go in with my lips and I'm going to do a black lipstick today. I'm also going to thicken up this liner a little bit because this eye is just looking a lot more than this one, which is typical because this is my bigger eye anyway, but I'm just going to try to make my liner a little thicker right here to make my eye look a little bigger. And if you're curious what is on my lips right now, it is a lip plumper from Hooded Beauty because you guys know I'm way overdue to get my lips done, but it's this Icy Baby lip plumper. All right, I'm back. We're going to do under eyes now. And I'm going to go in with Mochi on my under eyes. But I kind of want to I want a dark under eye, I think. Yeah, let's just do it. It's going to be like smoky and then it's going to fade into Mochi. So. Sorry you can't see. So I'm just smudging. Just smudging this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. Probably should get a brush. That would probably work better. All right, got a brush. I'm just gonna smudge this out. You guys know I love to take my under eyes really low. This, I believe, have green on it, but that's okay. It'll go with it. It's okay. It's okay. This just looks like it has green on it. It's gonna be okay. What time is it? Ooh, 4:18. Ooh, okay. I'm so terrible with time management in my personal life. At work, I am places early. Here, at home, I'm just I'll get there when I get there. All right, so now let's do Mochi. Mochi. So now we're gonna go in with Mochi. And I'm just placing that right on top of that black bean. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's giving men beating each other up.
Yeah.
While eating chicken wings.
Oh my god, yeah. So viable. But I am loving. how this is turning out right here. Loving. I like the shade Mochi. I like it. I like it. And I'm bringing it pretty low. You guys know I love a smoky under eye. Love it, love it, love it. I kind of want like to put a sparkle in the center, so I'm going to use the shade, what is this? Goals? Right here? Maybe? Maybe I will. I'm going to use the shade Goals right here and put it right in the center of my under eye. Doesn't really do much, but who cares? I like it. All right, so let's finally set my face. I'm using something new. I found this on the back of my drawer. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow. Okay, so let me get my sponge. You're looking so cute today. I love taking my time when doing my makeup, even if I'm on a time crunch. Like, don't rush me. Perfection takes time. All right, so we're just spraying that. And I'm going to put it on the outer parts of my face just to see how glowy it actually is. Maybe down my nose too. Fuck it, just put it everywhere. Fuck it. Once again, this is the Ultra Gluey Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. But you guys know what my real secret is to a long lasting face. But this is what that looks like. It's cute or whatever. The key to a long lasting face is hairspray. Okay, it's hairspray! Like I said, I told myself I was going to go light today, which the coverage is pretty light. I can still, well, I would say it's medium actually. We got medium coverage going on. But I really want to put it right here and around my mouth. Really set that. My brows and my nose. Because my nose be eating the makeup. My nose contour came out a little harsher than I wanted it to, but it's whatever. I'll probably set my face again when I'm done with my hair. Alright, so speaking of my hair, I am just going to wet it down with some water. Because I took a shower this morning and got it wet and combed it out. But I have like 4B, 4C hair. I have a mixture of textures up in this mop. But now I'm just going to define it. So just going to get it damp. And then I'm going to go in with a couple products. So I use a mixture of two things in my hair when I just want definition. I use the Ashley Marie Collection Moisture Control Curl Cream for Hair. It's got curl cream for hair with avocado and sunflower oil. I did a review on this like months ago when it first dropped. I will leave that down below in the description and up here in the card somewhere. And then, of course, Melanin Hair Care. You guys know this is the OG. All right, this oil is amazing. Once again, I'm pretty sure I did a review like years ago when it first came out. I use this oil every day. I use it every day, and I use it on my hair. I don't necessarily rub it into my scalp. The oils that I use on my scalp are for the Miel Rosemary Oil for growth. The oil that I get from my stylist, which is Kintoya, and then the what is it called? I can't remember. It's from Decay, but I use the volumizing drops. Like it's from, I can't remember what it's called. I'll leave it down below in the description. It's not on my desk. Is it? Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. But I'll leave it down below. So I just go in with some of the oil, and then I use this and just pull out my curls. I have low porosity hair, so to get moisture into my hair, I usually have to use heat. So when I do conditioners and stuff like that, for my wash days, I do sit under the dryer, or I will wrap it up really tight and sleep in it, because my hair will not accept any kind of moisture without something helping the cuticles open. Like I'll literally see products sitting on my hair like hours after I applied it. But when I add heat, it soaks it up. Now I was blonde late last year. Like I think it was, when did I go blonde? I think it was during the summer of last year. Anyway, I damaged my hair and it was high porosity then. So now I'm back to my virgin hair, except for like this area right here. I still have a little bit of bleach damage on the tips, as you can see. And then I had dyed my roots like a certain color, but most of that I believe is cut off. At least it feels like it. Like the hair texture is seems like it's becoming more uniform. But the only place that I really have issues with currently are right here at the top of my head, because this is where all the coarseness is from bleach damage. So I just gotta stay the course. I'm thinking of getting my hair rebraided, but I'm not really in a rush because it's manageable right now. You know, it's short enough to be manageable, and I like playing with my hair. And it's hot. Like wearing wigs during the fucking summer, bitch. Ugh. I don't know how these girls be doing it. You know, I don't know how they be doing it. I mean, it's not the glue. It's not like the glue, like, because you guys know I use Bold Hold, and when I'm not using Bold Hold, I use Hold Me Down. Both of those, like, those are my two favorite glues. My go-to, though, like my OG is Bold Hold. Like, those will not lift if you apply them correctly. So even in the summer heat, like, you can wear a wig, but it's just the comfortability factor of it all, you know? Like, I'm a sweater. I sweat. And I'd rather not have another layer of anything keeping the heat in my head. Like, I don't want that. I'm just going in with a little bit more water. Try to get like this little part going on or whatever. But yeah, these are the two products that I use to get definition in my hair, and this is what I do every morning before I go to work. Just use these two products. It is so stormy out still. Ugh, that's okay. I'm looking forward to chicken wings. Ugh, I love chicken wings. I love chicken wing. I love chicken wing. All right, so. But do you see how the product like just sits on my hair? It'll be fine. It's gonna dry and maybe absorb. I don't know. But I like this product. I like the Ashley Marie collection for the most part. Like I said, I did a review. Check that out if you want to know the products that I really like. But obviously this is one of them because I bought the full size. I bought my full size. So. And I am a Bold Hold affiliate, which the Ashley Marie collection does fall under the Bold Hold brand. So if you do shop Bold Hold, use the link down below and I will get a small commission and you still get your product. So if you want to help a bitch out, shop through the link. And if not, well, fuck you too. I'm just kidding. Okay guys, that's it for this video, and I hope you liked it. If you did, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Press the subscribe button down in the description box so you don't miss any more content from me. Share this video because, you know, sharing is caring. And since you're here, you might as well watch some more videos. So there they are, popping up right there and right there, right there and right there, right there and right there. Support your girl, okay? And I hope to see you in the next one. Maybe I'll get some footage of the party. Most likely not, because everyone that everyone that I'm going to be there with has the same occupation I do, and a lot of us are not. A lot of them don't like to be seen on social media, is what I'm going to say. So, yeah. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I really like these earrings. Okay, bye. Okay, so I just got home, but I wanted to show you guys what my face was looking like. Sorry about the lipstick. Ooh, it is what it is, but look at my face, you guys. I'm a little shiny, but bitch, my makeup has gone nowhere. Not even on my nose. Look at that. And if I just reapplied my lipstick and powdered my face a little bit, like, bitch, I'd be ready to go out again. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, by the way. I just got home. But I just wanted to show you, because I don't think I've done like a follow-up video or whatever showing you like what my face looks like after several hours of wear, because I got to the party at like 5, so this is like 8 hours of wear, and it's looking good. Anyway, just wanted to show you guys.